Ladies and gentlemen, now for the official introduction, the fighter fighting out the red corner, weighing in 66.2. He's 25, stands 5'7". He fights out of Team Cowborn and hails from Liverpool, Inspector Michael Evans. And his opponent fighting out the blue corner, weighing in at 66.2. He's 22, stands 5'10". He fights out of Matrix MMA and hails from Oldham, Cameron Chamberlain. Your referee, Mr. Simon Stadnitsky.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, cage door set to close on this amateur featherweight contest. Michael Evans fighting out of the red corner, representing Team Cowborn in the orange trunks, taking on Connor Chamberlain, fighting out of Matrix MMA. We've got lots of experience here between the two fighters, over 19 amateur contests. And as you pointed out to me a little bit early, Connor Chamberlain fighting with a real purpose now.
Yeah, so Cameron recently had a son, and he's now #undefeated father, as he likes to call it. 2 fights, 2 wins since being a dad. Now he wants to take it to 3-0. You know, he's got a mixed record, but he's never fought anybody other than good. Takes a big head kick there from Michael Evans, and yeah, this is one of the fights on the card, Steve, that I've really been excited to watch.
Michael Evans 4-2. Cameron Chamberlain 5-7. So lots of experience there. And
that's it. And Cameron said he wants to give Michael a fight that he's never had before. He said he thinks that he's the toughest opponent that Michael's had to date. Michael looking for a takedown here.
Yeah, working hard. Used that ankle pick to turn him over.
That's it, but Cameron's sunk in a guillotine. He's just trying to get the other hand in.
Yeah, you can see him trying. He uses it to get to the mount.
That's it. Lovely stuff there from Chamberlain. Evans, you know, as we know from Team Cowborn, his wrestling is going to be fantastic. So good in the scrambles, but it's Chamberlain that ends up on top.
Yeah, Evans did well there to work himself back into the half guard. But now, everything for Evans to do from his back.
That's it. The pace just settles down a little bit here. It's you know, on the feet. Cameron especially is very Dominic Cruz-esque when it comes to movement. He's looking like he's trying to set up another guillotine up against the cage. Obviously, in the amateur rules, he can't knee to the head here.
No, he tries to bring knees up to the body, which is absolutely fine. And again, it's that pressure, isn't it? That head pressure. He's holding his man where he wants him.
That's it. And Evans doing well, and now Chamberlain breaks off. You'll notice when Cameron moves, everything's nice and light on his toes. Like I say, very Dominic Cruz-esque. Michael Evans trying to take that front leg away from him. Dodges the shots there, does Chamberlain. Lovely stuff. No one really landed anything of significance as of yet. But it's definitely a good feeling out process to start the fight.
Chamberlain going back to that thigh, the left thigh of Michael Evans. But
shot takedown in without much, you know, in the front of it, and a nice scramble again from Chamberlain to end up on top.
Yeah, worked really hard to complete that, and again, just that knee in the way of stepping into the half guard. We'll see if.
And he throws up the triangle. Does Michael Evans with 10 seconds left in the round.
But it's going to keep Chamberlain honest in future rounds.
That's it. Can't get too complacent on the ground, but he's in a safe position there. Chamberlain speaking to him from the top.
Yeah, he ain't got it that time. I love sportsmanship like that. We just tried to knock 7 bells out of each other for 3 minutes. Let me help you up so we can do it again.
That's it. And Chamberlain's actually got his own dad in his corner tonight as well. First time for him. He's just on the outside of the cage there. Yeah, I feel like it might run in the family, Steve.
Well, you could say again on the back of those shirts under the hashtag undefeated father. And if having a child can give a fight, you know, if it gives you that focus to want to put the bread on the table and improve at your craft, this young man showing that it's certainly inspiration enough.
That's it, and that were a very competitive round. I'd edge it to Cameron in the with the exchanges on the floor. You know, Evans looked good too. We're not saying he didn't. I think Evans might be looking more for the groundwork tonight. You know, keep up against the cage, rough and tough. But referee Simon Stadnitsky gets us ready for round number 2.
See if it begins the same way with Evans trying to take the center of the fighting space, and Chamberlain was certainly happy to use movement laterally and from side to side around the edges. And
that's it. And Chamberlain's striking style, nothing's ever too fully committed until he wants that big shot. We've not seen too much from Evans as of yet, but we definitely know he's got some power in looking at that frame.
A little more orthodox with the stand-up is Evans. He keeps those hands up high, keeps that guard up high, whereas Chamberlain happy to be a little more loose, drop him O'Connor-esque, as it were.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, and we've got a nice welt on the lead leg of Cameron Chamberlain from Michael Evans' leg kicks. But Chamberlain never stays in one stance either. He's always moving. Big head kick.
Yeah, keeps mixing it up. Both.
Hey, lovely.
Nice fading.
And that's exactly what Chamberlain wants.
Yeah, because he knows he's going to bite for it.
That's it. You're baiting your opponent in. Not everything has to be thrown fully. You know, fakes and feints set up the big shots. So I think that's what Chamberlain's looking for tonight.
It always makes me nervous when you see fighters sort of dancing around just outside of distance with the hands down. Only takes one to change everything.
That's it. And it's an odd little... It's an odd fight so far, because as much as obviously Michael Evans is controlling the cage, it's Chamberlain that's controlling where they're actually going. So, a hard one for the judges tonight.
Now Evans has got that clinch. He's got it, forcing his man up against the cage and see if he can do something with it.
That's it. We love a toe stomp, don't we, Steve?
Well.
Anything nasty.
Anything there. Looking again to try and get on the neck, but he pulls those hips out. He's got to try and step over them.
That's
and
it.
Lock down on it. You see he's trying to lock down on the
And he goes for it. Michael Evans right in his corner here.
Oh, nice transition to side control.
This is where Chamberlain needs to be careful with the arm around the head. Now he's changed it to the other side. It's going to be hard for Evans to get the arm triangle on that right-hand side, just because of where the cage is. Chamberlain looking to work his feet up the cage, maybe push off a little bit.
Yeah, I thought he was looking to push off and try and create some distance, but
the cage definitely here will play as his friend.
Every second that ticks away in this position, though, is a second that has to be going for Michael Evans. On top, riding his man. Almost overcommitted there. Has he got both hooks in? He looks a little high. Has he got
the arm? He's got the arm. Chamberlain rolls. On a beautiful escape, but Michael Evans locks up the triangle. Right in his corner, and that is up in tight now. We're coming up to the last 10 seconds soon.
He got out of the frying pan, but fell straight into the fire. 10 seconds left.
And the tap.
He couldn't hold on. And look at the sportsmanship there. This knowing smile, the nod, and the pat. Great performance and a good win for the Team Chamberlain, man.
That's it. A great fight from both gents, to be fair. That was, Chamberlain's prediction at the beginning of the fight was this is going to be your toughest fight you've ever had, and it definitely wasn't an easy one, Steve.
No, absolutely. Great contest. And again, one scramble making the difference in that fight. Competitive.
That's it. Definitely two fighters to keep an eye on, and we'll hand this one over to Saif Khan for our official decision.
Fighters to the center of the cage, please. Fighters to the center of the cage. Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 minutes 53 seconds of the second round, your referee, Mr. Simon Stadnitsky, calls a stop to the fight, declaring your winner by triangle, Inspector Michael Evans. Please show your appreciation for Cameron Chamberlain.